بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Once again, welcome to our fifth session of the first book of العربية بين يديك. And previously, we have already studied numbers 1 to 5. Now, inshallah ta'ala, we will study today numbers from 6 to 10. We have ستة, which is 6, and then we have سبعة, which is 7, ثمانية, which is 8, تسعة, which is 9, and عشرة, which is 10. So ستة, سبعة, ثمانية, تسعة, عشرة. And previously we had done واحد, اثنان, ثلاثة, أربعة, خمسة. So واحد is 1, اثنان is 2, ثلاثة is 3, أربعة is 4, and خمسة is 5. And then ستة, سبعة, ثمانية, تسعة, and عشرة. So that's numbers from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Inshallah. We'll move on, inshallah, so you can memorize numbers 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10, inshallah. So it makes it's easier for us to use them as well, inshallah. We'll move on to our new chapter, Al-Wahda Al-Thalitha. Al-Wahda, the unit, Al-Thalitha, the third. So Al-Wahda Al-Thalitha, the third unit, which is a second. A second is residence. Okay. So الوحدة الثالثة إن شاء الله نبدأ الآن بالحوار الأول. First dialogue. انظر واستمع وأعد. Look and listen and repeat. So this conversation is between Ahmed and Hassan. So Ahmed begins, he says السلام عليكم. Hassan he says وعليكم السلام. Ahmed he says أين تسكن. أين, as we've learned previously, is where. تسكن is you live. So أين تسكن, where do you live? He says أسكن في حي المطار. أسكن means I live. في is in. حي is district, like a neighborhood or a district. And understand that the plural of حي is أحياء. Districts. المطار is airport, the airport. أسكن في حي المطار, I live in the airport district. And the plural of مطار is مطارات, airports. He says وأين تسكن أنت. و means and. أين, as we learned previously, is where. وأين and where. تسكن أنت, and where do you live? He says أسكن في حي الجامعة. أسكن, I live. في, in. حي is district. الجامعة, university. So أسكن في حي الجامعة, university. I live in the university district. So حي الجامعة, university district. And the plural of جامعة is جامعات, universities. Okay. And there's هل تسكن في بيت. هل تسكن في بيت. So we have تسكن في بيت means you live in a house. تسكن, you live. في, in. بيت, a house. You live in a house. Now we place the hal before the sentence to make it, to convert it into a question. So do you live in a house? Do you live in a house? It says نعم, yes. The opposite of نعم is لا, means no. There's نعم, yes. أسكن, I live. في, in. بيت, a house. And plural of بيت is بيوت, houses. That is on. وهل تسكن في بيت? And do you live in a house? لا. No. أسكن. I live في in شقة, an apartment. شقة is an apartment. The plural of شقة is شقق أو شقات. Apartments or flats. It says ما رقم شقتك? ما رقم شقتك? رقم شقتك. رقم means number. The plural of number in Arabic is أرقام. Numbers. شقتك. رقم شقتك. Your apartment's number. What is your apartment number? What's your apartment's number? It says خمسة, 5. وما رقم بيتك? رقم بيتك. Your house number. And what is your house number or number of your house? It says تسعة is 9. Okay, my house number is 9. Okay. Right. So we have used a verb in this dialogue. تسكن. So inshallah, briefly explain this in more detail. So we write down the first of the past tense, ماضي. سكن, which means he lived. Then we have يسكن, which means he lives or yeah, he is living. يسكن. Then we have أسكن, أسكن, which means live, which is the imperative of the command. أسكن, live. And then we have سكنا, which is the master. Yeah. Now we've done few variations of the present tense today. So we used تسكن, which means you live, for a male. Singular, male. And then if we change and replace the ta with this here, Hamza here, أسكن, then that means I live. Okay. So for a few of these variations in the word forms in the conjugation of the present tense, we basically change the first letter. So يسكن means he lives, تسكن means you live, and أسكن means I live. And these are the two variations that we have done today and studied today. So it's changing the ta with the hamza here like this, and it becomes I live. So I say أين تسكن? Where do you live? أسكن في حي المطار. أسكن في حي الجامعة. I live in the airport district. I live in the university district. أسكن في بيت. I live in a house. أسكن في شقة. I live in in an apartment or a flat. So that's an easy way to remember this and change it from you live to I live. Blah, blah. So what we need to do is memorize the past, the first word form of the past, the first word form of the present, and then the imperative of the command, and then also memorize the root word of the masdar. So we have madi, mudari, amr, and masdar. Past, present or future, and imperative, and then we have the root word or the masdar. We go back to the vocabulary or mufradat that we have done in this dialogue. So المفردات العرب انظر واستمع وعيد لو can listen and repeat. We have done بيت means a house and the plural of بيت is بيوت. Now بيوت. شقة, which is a flat or an apartment, and the plural of شقة is شقات or شقق. Okay. And we've done الرقم, and the plural of رقم is أرقام, which means numbers. And we have done حي, which is a district or a neighborhood, and the plural of حي is أحياء. We've done this verb يسكن, the past tense of that is سكن. Then we have the present or the future tense مضارع يسكن, and then we have أسكن, which is the imperative tense or the command, and then we have the masdar سكنا. سكن يسكن أسكن سكنا. لا means no, and the opposite of that is نعم, yes. Then you have المطار, which is airport, and the plural of that is مطارات or المطارات. Then we did الجامع, and the plural of that is الجامعات or just جامعات. Okay. So move on to the second conversation of the third unit. الوحدة الثالثة. الحوار الثاني, the second conversation, second dialogue. انظر واستمع وأعد. Look and listen and repeat. فهذا الحوار بين المستأجر والمؤجر. It is between the مستأجر. مستأجر is tenant who is seeking out rental something or renting something. So it's a tenant in this situation. المؤجر in this situation is the landlord or who owns the thing that is being hired out. Landlord. Okay. المستأجر والمؤجر. And المستأجر, he says السلام عليكم. المؤجر, he says وعليكم السلام. أريد شقة من فضلك. أريد means I want. I want. Past sense of that is first word form of the past tense. أراد, he wants. يريد, sorry, he wanted. أراد, he wanted. يريد, he wants. And then we have أرد, want. And then we have إرادة, إرادة, which is the root word. Okay. أريد, I want. شقة من فضلك. شقة, an apartment or a flat. من فضلك, please. From your grace. But it really means please. It's used in these kind of places. فلدينا شقة جميلة. لدينا means we have. لدينا we have. شقة جميلة. شقة means an apartment. جميلة means a beautiful. So شقة جميلة, a beautiful apartment. And opposite of جميلة is قبيحة. يعني كم غرفة في شق. كم غرفة في شق. Now, كم is used to ask about numbers. يعني how many, how much. How many غرفة rooms are in the apartment في الشقة. How many rooms are in the apartment. كم غرفة في الشقة. غرفة means a room, and the plural of that is غرف. Rooms. It is في الشقة 5 غرف. في الشقة 5 غرف. في الشقة it means in the apartment. 5 غرف, 5 rooms. 5 غرف means 5 rooms. So in the apartment there are 5 rooms, or there are 5 rooms in the apartment. 5 غرف, 5 rooms. في أي دور الشقة. Literally في means in, أي means which, دور is floor or level, and the plural of دور is أدوار الشقة. في أي دور الشقة. On which floor is the apartment? It says الشقة في الدور الخامس. الشقة. The apartment في in الدور الخامس, fifth floor. الدور الخامس, fifth floor. So الشقة في الدور الخامس. The apartment is on the fifth floor. He said أريد مشاهدة الشقة. أريد مشاهدة الشقة. I want to. مشاهدة is to view the apartment. مشاهدة الشقة, to view the apartment. Now مشاهدة is the root words of شاهد. He viewed or watched. شاهد. يشاهد. شاهد is the imperative. And then we have the master, the root word مشاهدة. To view, viewing. شاهد يشاهد. شاهد مشاهدة. يشاهد is the, this one is the present, future, or the مضارع tense. أريد مشاهدة الشقة. I want viewing of the apartment, or want to view the apartment. تتفضل, which is used in different circumstances, but here means okay, go ahead, there we go. Well, let's begin. We can translate it in different ways. ادخل أنت. أنت, this is an imperative tense, and the past tense is دخل. He entered. يدخل. He enters. And we have the master, sorry, the أمر, which is ادخل. ادخل. ادخل أنت, and the master or the root word is دخولا. هذا باب الشقة. This is the door of apartment. باب الشقة, door of the apartment. باب means the door, and the plural of باب is أبواب, doors. إن المستأجر, he says, the tenant, he says هذه شقة جميلة. هذه, this is شقة جميلة, a beautiful apartment. هذه شقة. شقة apartment, جميلة beautiful. هذه شقة جميلة. This is a beautiful apartment. Okay. Just quickly going through the مفردات or the vocabulary that we've done. الأرض عنظر واستمع وأعد. دور is floor or level, and plural of دور is أدوار as we've done previously. جميلة is beautiful, and opposite of جميلة is قبيح. غرف is the جمع of a غرفة, and غرف itself means rooms, and غرفة means a room. تفضل. يعني go ahead in the situation. مشاهدة to view. أريد I want. الدور الخامس fifth floor. يدخل يدخل it means he enters, and باب means door, and the plural of باب is أبواب as we have done previously. And something very important, just to go over it briefly. So in English we would say the fifth floor. Okay, so we have fifth first, and then we mention the floor afterwards. Or if we say, for example, the big house. Okay, so we have the noun first and then the adjective, like this, the big house. In Arabic, it's the other way around. So we would say, so we need to mention the floor first. So we say ad-dawr, and then we mention fifth, al-khamis. This is something we call the scripted phrase or المركب التوصيفي. We will learn more about this inshallah afterwards. So here as well. So we know big is kabir and house is bait. So we say we have to mention the house first. So we say al-bayt, al-kabir. البيت الكبير الدور الخامس. That's how we mention it. So we got the موصوف, and then we have the sifa. We have the موصوف, and then we have the sifa. In English, we have the noun first, and then we have the adjective afterwards. So it's the other way around in Arabic. Okay, so that's it for today, inshallah. If we have any questions, we can ask through YouTube and on comments, or send me a message, inshallah. I'll try our best to respond to you. So inshallah, I'll see you all in the next session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.